Ronan O Connor, captain, fantastic, man of the match. Days like this don't come around too often. Harty Cup champion, Munster champion, everything you can roll into one day. You've done it today. Congratulations.
Just so real, so proud of the boys. Just to be a part of it's just incredible. And you can see what it means to more than just us, the school, the community. I'm just so proud to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So happy.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me at the beginning of the year I'm Kilmore and Tulla are going to win the Harty Cup, I'd say, what planet are you on? And that, I don't mean that as a demeaning, but I didn't expect a small school like you have a small community to come together and produce what you've produced, not just today, but over all the games, including the first game you played. You were tremendous, and to be Harty Cup champions today, it's just. Words, you couldn't put it into words.
Unreal, and it was more than you wouldn't have given us a chance before. I think, to be honest, bar inside the group we have, no one would have given us a chance in any of the games we played. If you look at some of the names we played, the reputations they have, but I suppose we always knew ourselves that we can go toe to toe with anyone, and we were set out at the start of this year. We believed we'd have enough for this competition, so just to go out there and prove it was brilliant.
Yeah. I was in Meadow for the De La Salle game, and I was listening to the scores were coming in fast and thick from the Artsquad and Turles game, and the huge score they were putting up. It was beginning. We were getting a bit worried, but then the more I thought about it, maybe maybe that wasn't a good thing for them to be putting up such a huge score coming into Munster final.
Of course, yeah. A lot of people would have been talking about how comprehensively they beat Turles, and Turles would obviously have a huge reputation themselves, but to be honest, we didn't look much into it. We knew what we had in our group, look at the teams we had played and beaten. So we were still full of belief coming into the game, regardless of what they had or hadn't done.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. After the opening 5 minutes, I think I could see myself anyway. I could see to the ferocity of the tactic that you were bringing to the game, and you just didn't allow them to settle. They had the wind. They were expected to put up a big score with that wind. It just didn't materialise.
No, and that's, I think, 100% down to the work, the work we did out in that field. That's 1 to 15, just absolutely killing themselves. I think you saw out there the amount of hooks, blocked, tackles, lads putting their bodies on the line. So yeah. That's what it's about.
Yeah, 1 to 15. I mean, and the lads to come in as well. It was a huge team effort. You were man of the match, but you were man of the match where there was probably many men of the match.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. 15 man of the matches out there and more on the bench then, It's just, this isn't about any one man. This is, the 30 we have training 3 times a week, the management, and just the whole community as well. It's just incredible.
Mike McMahon and Tony Layden and Ocean Clune, the half-back line, were phenomenal. Darragh Ryan and Adam was colossal at full-back, of course, and Finn Ryan. I mean, the six-backs were just... And then you were there in the middle, you were picking up ball, you were running, you were doing, burning up energy all the time, you weren't resting on your laurels at all.
Unreal, I suppose. The backs, a lot of time would be unsung heroes. I think you saw that again today, the pressure they would have been under in that first half, but just did incredibly, stemmed all their attacks and were able to come out then extremely brave with the ball the whole time. Yeah. So just, huge.
And Aaron Shanahan goals, he didn't put a foot wrong either, and caught high ball, dealt with everything to come his way.
Not a foot wrong all year, has Shannon put. He's been unreal for us, just so solid back there. So great to have him behind us, definitely.
Yeah. It's a huge shot in the arm though for Clare Hurling, what you've done today, what you've achieved today. I mean, I think the last Harty Cup champions were St. Flannan's during lockdown there. They unfortunately didn't get to go any further. But, it bodes well for underage hurling now and hurling going forward in Clare for what's been achieved today.
Of course, yeah. And you mentioned Flannan's, they'd always be the ones competing and winning in Harty, and, there'd be that bit of us always having to be just looking at them. So for us to do it here with primarily East Clare teams is huge as well, but as you say, it's huge for all the Clare hurling to have a Clare team winning the Harty Cup.
Yeah. I think there's three or four Harty minutes come back to Fecal tonight, am I right in saying that?
Yeah, we have 4 starters, and then we have the 2 dailies on the bench as well.
That's right, yeah. So the 5 middles gone back.
6
middles. So that's a bit for a small parish like Fecal with a great history, of course.
Brilliant, I'm sure they're extremely proud now. So.
When you think of Seamus Durack and Gerald Loughnane and all the fantastic, the Guilfiles, all them lads who wear the Clare jersey, for you to be going back, it's fantastic.
Exactly, it's huge, and I think it's even given the amount of people from Fecal there today. I think it's even given them a lift, this whole thing. So just chuffed to be able to do it. So happy.
Yeah. Absolutely. You have a good night tonight, I'd say.
We will. Thank you.
Congratulations, well done.